Hey, this is Mark Rodriguez.
And this is Jupi Chan, also known as Ninja Jupi and Wendy. Hey guys!
Yep, and you're watching the review Sanctum or everything and anything may be reviewed. The first episode in our new place here. You can check out the cool decorations and everything. So here we're going to be talking about the first season of the Titan series, which thanks to Jupes, I had to, I guess, endure and watch and everything. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I guess you can go over the general synopsis and I'll give my thoughts in a bit.
Alright, so synopsis of season 1, because I actually watched this like when it was kind of sort of still new. So, it starts off with it's kind of loosely based on the new Teen Titans, which came out in the early 80s, with the roster, with the roster, if you want to call it that they have. So you have your Starfire, you have, Dick Grayson as Robin, you have Raven, Rachel Roth as Raven, Garfield Logan as Beast Boy, and
Starfire.
And Starfire, Coriander. So it's about the prophecies that surrounds Raven's story, where her father, Trigon, is trying to find a way to Earth to take it over. They just took some liberties, a lot of liberties, and that's pretty much the season 1 story.
Yeah, so pretty much Robin, I guess, is consumed by the darkness because the show's like very, edgy and whatever.
So that's why I'm wearing black today.
Yeah,
okay.
I think so. So he left Batman because he was afraid he was becoming too much like Batman. But like, it's just, I don't know. The funny part is the opening for the first episode where you first see Robin kicking ass and beating the bad guys in extra violent ways that almost look like I'm sure he killed one or two of them or something. At first, like as a joke, I'm thinking, hey, whoa, that's a very faithful rendition of Jason Todd. Wait, what do you mean it's Dick Grayson?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Oh no, that's Dick. That's not Jason.
Yeah. And that's the thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I mean, I guess it kind of starts the story on one side, but then on the other side, Raven keeps having like these dreams where she's kind of, I guess, there in a sense during the famous thing, the Robin's origin, where his parents were killed in the circus and stuff. So she sees like visions of that, and when she's trying to escape because her mother was killed by, I guess her stepmother was killed by these mysterious men that were after her and stuff, and everyone's after her. Even like when she's saved from police, the cops are corrupt, so they're after her too and whatever. So all that stuff led her to Robin, and she recognized her, as the same guy she's been dreaming about with the dream of, the parents falling off the circus trapeze and everything. Mm-hmm. Well, you guys know Dick Grayson's origin and stuff, and how,
Yeah, it's been around for almost 80 years at this point. I'm pretty sure everyone knows Dick Grayson's story.
Yeah, so that's how Dick and Rachel got together there. But then, in the meantime, Starfire doesn't remember who she is, and she's got people after her and stuff, but she doesn't know who she is or whatever, and somehow she gets mixed up with them. And then finally we have Beast Boy, who was just kind of just running around doing things, and I guess living with Doom Patrol, which is of course, it was like it's a clever way, I guess you could call it a pilot episode or whatever, so you could watch their series and stuff.
Yeah.
And Beast Boy ended up with them, so that's how the four of them kind of got together through circumstances and all that. And amongst the different people that are sent after them and stuff, probably the most notable villains of the first season are the Nuclear Family, these bad guys. And it's so weird because I looked them up on the Wikipedia and stuff, and these guys have only appeared in a very small handful of comics in the past. They're not like very popular bad guys that show up every once in a while. They're very obscure. They appear in a cartoon or two, but yeah, that's really like pulling it from the history books. But yeah, so these guys in this version, in the series version, they're regular people. They're like androids in the comics, but here they're regular people, but they're brainwashed. They get like stuff injected. They see hallucinogens until they just snap and everything, and they're under the bad guys' control and stuff. Mm-hmm. But they act like the super duper cheesy like 60s family thing. So it kind of nuclear family because whatever, but it's also because it represents a nuclear family effect and with the mother, father, daughter and sister. Brother and sister.
How about this? Don't forget to drink your Ovaltine, son.
Yeah, that's the only thing missing is that.
Yeah.
And they act like that. They smile and act polite and stuff. And the thing is, they're going around looking for Raven, and they're like killing people and stuff, but they're still doing all nice and like
You shouldn't have gotten in the way.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And like they killed someone, and the daughter's like, oh my god, messed up my shirt, little drop of blood there, and the mother's, oh, let me get that for you. She's one of those like
those Tide pins or whatever it was.
Yeah, and yeah, so Starfire actually goes there to the rescue because they actually did manage to kidnap Raven for a short while. And Starfire rescues her. That's how she kind of gets to meet the others and stuff. And they had a couple of fights with them. We also run into Hawk and Dove, which is interesting.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one. Now here's the thing. For the life of me, I don't remember if Hawk and Dove were ever part of the Titans. Because I did get kind of bored of the new Teen Titans after a while, and I never read anything or got into anything with the new 52. Well, one thing I will say, though, is how everyone meet is a little different from how this storyline started in the comics. Because, okay, in the comics, Raven did come, she did want help from, if I remember correctly, she wanted help from the Justice League, and the Justice League wouldn't deal with her.
Oh.
So she ended up somehow getting all the Titans together because using her like little powers. Mm-hmm. And one of the things she got was like Kid Flash involved because she kind of made him, fall in love with her, but in the sense that he thought he was in love with her, but it was just, because he really took it hard when he realized he wasn't. Or something like that. It's been so long since I read it. It was like maybe 20 some years ago when I actually read the new Teen Titans.
Oh.
But I thought that was kind of interesting. So Raven did all of that to get everyone together to help her. Now the main thing I don't remember is how Starfire appeared and how she got introduced into the comics. The tower that they lived in was because of Cyborg's or Vic's character, because his father was like a scientist and it was his place. For that, but here we don't have that. They're using one of Batman's safe houses in Chicago. There, and this series has Jason Todd already.
Yeah, I was surprised that because I heard I didn't watch the show, but I've seen the people talking and the other season advertisements or whatever. So I've heard that Jason Todd was going to be in the series and all that, but I was expecting him like right off the bat in episode like 4 or 5 or something like that.
It kind of threw you because he was not part of the Raven storyline at all. Like way down the line, he was not included in any of the stuff. And even then. The other thing they kind of changed up on was, like I said, they're sticking with the new Teen Titans thing, but they're still kind of off with the ages. So Dick's character looked, I guess, more like late 20s. Donna Troy's character, Wonder Girl, she's like in her late 20s or whatever. Hawk and Dove, they actually count. They're all much older, whereas in the comic, they were more like university aged. And then you had Raven, Rachel's character, she was 18 and Gar was 16. But in this series, it's more like Gar is 16, Rachel is also 16, and I think they did that on purpose because in the comics the characters do get together. And then off, whatever. Yeah. Depending on the iteration, but yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we are getting a Terra storyline. I'm just going to assume we're not. I mean, honestly, I didn't see past. I stopped at like the beginning of season 3. So season 1 and 2 I saw, and I'm wondering if they're gonna ever do a Terra thing or Oracle or any of that stuff. Yeah.
So let me see. As the story goes along, they find out that Raven's mom, her real mom, because like I said earlier, the stepmom was killed. The real mom that actually raised her, abandoned her as a baby and everything, is still alive. And she's being kept in this super heavily secured stronghold and everything. And like Wendy says, at this point, they were all living in one of the Batman safe houses. And, they were trying to make plans and stuff, but Raven didn't want to wait. So Raven and Beast Boy went first. They got captured. Everyone got captured. Everyone got fucking tortured and everything. Like, yeah, it's like the show is very, That's another thing about the show. Very dark, very violent, very extreme. It's like the extreme. Even the intro, like the intro music, is like extreme. You know.
Like it's supposed to be like it's from the 90s or something. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, so we see like these people just getting tortured and stuff, and then Raven, because I guess Starfire can heal up, so they're like slicing her up and stuff. Just it gets it gets intense. But after they escape from all that, I'm actually surprised that they escaped with the mother. I was thinking it was one of those like tragic things where she just shot or something along the way, but no,
yeah,
she
I had
survives.
to and try not to say I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, because she already saw it. This is my first time seeing. I know that there was a moment where he started airing the Titans, like it was premiering on TBS after
Dynamite.
after Dynamite. But I'm like, she's just channel. But anyways,
that's when I started watching. I was like, oh, this is actually kind of interesting.
yeah. But then, so after they escape the place, they escape with the mother and everything, and for some reason, which I feel, I don't know, Robin should have been more paranoid, they thought that they were done. They blew the place up, everyone is dead, everyone of this gigantic organization that has reaches everywhere is gone and stuff, so they kind of sort of go on to live their lives and everything. But then Raven helps Corey regain her memories, and it turns out she was actually sent to kill Raven and everything. And of course she kind of snaps out of it, but this is where she finally remembers that she's an alien from Tamaran and the big spaceship, and Robin and Donna Troy were there at that point. And then we get the big thing where the house where they're in is just full. They went to, I guess, Raven's mother old house from before she was taken away, whatever, locked up by the bad guys. So the house has this evil, creepy energy and all this haunted shit going on, and Garfield gets sick, and like they try to play it off because we found out that the mother's not that innocent. The mother actually wants to bring back Trigon as well and everything. So they use Garfield as a trick that Raven can't help him, but Trigon will, and all that kind of crap or whatever. So Raven does pull Trigon into the real world, and I was like, oh shit. And I guess the house is disguised in a way where to average people it looks like an empty like lot or forest or something, but Robin saw through it. He's seen shit from his years.
Yes.
So the last episode's a very epic episode. It goes deep into the whole Batman stuff, and also goes into the thing where, like, for legal whatevers, because Warner Brothers owns all the major characters to appear, like, in actual movies and stuff, like the rights. So
yeah.
they reference Batman and talk about Batman, but they can't show him clearly. So this is like a version, which for me is interesting because I've seen this tackled in other series, but this is more like we get to see it, where apparently Batman flipped out and like he finally killed the Joker. So Jason Todd comes after Dick to tell him that, dude, you gotta talk to him, you're the only one who can and stuff like that, because the Joker killed Commissioner Gordon and put Jason in a wheelchair, and who knows what else.
Riddler did.
Oh, really?
Riddler and his men or something.
Oh, wow. That's kind of pathetic. But, but you know what I mean? Gotham got it 10 times worse or whatever, and they're afraid Batman's going to just go off the deep end and actually kill the Joker. So we do see Joker, I guess, from behind and stuff, like, going out a window, but luckily he still somehow survived, so like it's not too late, that kind of thing. And Dick tries to talk Batman out of it, but instead of that, Batman just goes over there and makes sure he's dead for real this time. Then he goes to Arkham and kills all the Arkham bad guys, and even the staff and the orderlies, the people just doing their jobs, And we get some cameos. We see that Two-Face is dead. We see that the ventriloquist is dead. Mm-hmm. There was a guy without tattoos. It didn't make sense to me. I mean, because I was there has to be a reference to someone. I want to say it's like either Zaz, but Zaz has just scars, not tattoo markings. But or maybe that's the Riddler, because I don't know. The guy had markings.
I swear, I thought it was Riddler. Riddler was
be
in there somewhere too.
Yeah, but anyways, now Dick Grayson talks to the cops and sends the whole squadron down to to Wayne Manor and the Batcave and everything. And he just kills Batman I should say, just kills fucking everyone. And then like Starfire is like undercover as one of the cops, but obviously we know she has powers and stuff. So she's about to burn up Batman, because at this point there's no saving him. But Batman has a Mr. Freeze gun and freezes the fuck out of her, and she dies from that. And finally, Robin just snaps. The whole series has been about him trying to get rid of the darkness and all that stuff. And he basically stomps and snaps Batman's neck. But this whole thing is a big, episode long nightmare scenario and stuff. While in real life, Robin is all now completely, with the darkness and stuff taken over by Trigon, and that's like the big season finale. That oh shit, Robin's completely taken over by Trigon and the evil forces and all that.
Yeah, Trigon can apparently take over the place until, like you said, he has to break Raven's heart.
Yeah.
So, Rachel's heart, because they're not really, they don't have these secondary names yet.
Yeah, so far Robin and Wonder Girl, I guess Hawk and Dove are the only ones with the names. So the other characters haven't got their official names.
Starfire kind of, but because her name means Starfire.
Yeah.
So they did, and then it got brought up. So Starfire kind of, but Gar and Rachel, no. Not yet.
Well, I'm sure eventually. The closest they got, I think, wasn't it when he was unconscious and Trigon was carrying him? It's like, is it a beast or is it a boy? And that kind of thing. So I guess that's the close they get. But
and one thing I will say too about Gar, because I just like his character. Gar wears his jacket that's red and white, and that's actually his changeling color scheme before he became Beast Boy when he was with Doom Patrol. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And he said it was his favorite jacket.
So, what can I say? The series, I don't want to say the series is bad, but, I want to say this kind of series, you kind of have to kind of just shove all the comic book stuff out of your head.
Yeah.
With Robin.
Yeah, I did.
Mostly with Robin. And I remember back in the day when the shows, when a lot of people were complaining about Starfire's design. It took a while to get used to it.
I hate to say it, but she looks like a certain type of person that likes to walk around, for business purposes.
Yeah.
But at least later on, she changed her outfit up a bit, and you find out the reason she dresses that way kind of is because she seemed to have this thing about the 70s. She seemed to like 70s trends and fashions.
Yeah.
And music. And
I remember people were complaining a lot about how she wasn't orange in the show, but I think in a certain way it kind of makes sense because both her and Beast Boy not being green, just green hair to kind of symbolize. It would have been a lot harder for them to kind of blend in, especially Starfire, because Starfire was blending in with these Russian guys. I think she would have stood out if she had orange skin, and the green pupils and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's probably another reason to do that. And everything.
And of course, like I said, it is budgetary, because like I said, you're not seeing these characters fly, levitate, float. Even a nuclear family, they're supposed to have the powers to fly and stuff, but you see that they just enhance their ability to fight and be strong.
And then Beast Boy is unfortunately limited to only transforming into a tiger, and that's it, basically speaking, because I guess they rented out the tiger.
At least they gave a reason for it.
Yeah.
He said he's subconscious. He's his favorite animal.
Yeah, but like I said, the show is interesting though. I can't say it's too bad or anything because it's a different, it's a show, so everything that's different. You can't really complain too much because it is a show. They're gonna do things differently, and you gotta have some way to get these characters to meet and everything in a more modern day setting and everything. So what can I say? I was interested by the show. I did want to see what else was going to happen because all these people, going after them, and then, the whole thing with Rachel and the whole thing with how the characters are going to meet up. After a while, I was kind of curious because Beast Boy was kind of like the last person to kind of join them. So I was kind of curious, like how he was going to factor into this and everything to the story. And, the whole nuclear family, they were not defeated. They're going to come back again with a stepdad now. So I was curious about the big rematch with that and what happened there. The storyline with the facility, how they're gonna escape. There's just more things. Then Jason Todd. Wait, what? All these different things. There was also a little subplot where I guess there was a guy that was the son of Tony Zuko, which you guys know. Tony Zuko was the one that killed Robin's parents, and they had this big flashback where Robin just beat the crap. Well, I guess Tony was released from jail under the condition that he gets to blab on the Maroney family, which of course you don't do that. So when he got out of jail,
He was
Robin
being transported.
yeah. Yeah, he was being transported. Robin beat the crap out of him, but didn't kill him. But he did purposely leave him there so that the Maroney family could kill him and stuff. So now his son was getting revenge, and he was killing all of Robin's friends when he was back in the circus, like I think it was called the Haiti Circus. What's it called?
I forgot.
Yeah, I'll say the Haiti Circus. So he had to go hunt him down and everything. So it is interesting, like all these little plots and things. No episode has been boring so far. Everything's kind of interesting. Very good acting with the characters. I didn't find anything that was kind of weird or whatever. Everyone's, especially Raven's a very emotional actress. The character she's portrayed, you really do feel that she's a person in danger and it's scared of her life and she can't trust anything and stuff like that. And I like how Beast Boy is the kind of like the more lighthearted character, but not to the point where where he's oblivious to what's going on, where he's like where he's goofing off in times when he should. That he does get serious when the plot gets serious, but he does bring some levity to the show. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
he's there
and that's kind of like what his character was anyway, because he was more like the It's like he has his jokey side, but his jokey side is to cover up the darker side that he doesn't like dealing with.
Yeah. And I like that because other shows do things where they try to make the funny guy, but unfortunately because, well, he's the funny guy, he has to be funny no matter what's going on. And he's with Beast Boy, like, they did a good, level with that. And how he gets along with Raven, it's cool to see how they interact and all that. And
it's so cute.
Like, just all the characters, because they all got their weird shit going on. Robin's trying to let go of his darkness. Corey, for most of the season, is trying to remember who the hell she is. And then, Raven's afraid of what she is inside because she has, this demonic crap. And it's like, if it comes loose, And Beast Boy is, I guess he kind of sort of along for the ride at first. And he's a fanboy of Batman and Wonder Woman and everything. Because, of course, you do get Wonder Girl in the series for a couple episodes.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
And she'll be back season 2.
Yeah. Now, then we got the Doom Patrol thing. I'm curious about Hawk and Dove, though, because Hawk and Dove, they had an episode that went back into the origin, but the thing is that Rachel's being killed, or I guess getting strangled by Corey, and she was like mentally seeking out to whoever can hear her, whoever can help her.
But at the time, both of them were asleep, so she was like attacking them.
Yeah, they're subconscious. So they both woke up and everything, and they know that she needs help, but now I'm kind of stuck like, oh, okay, they have to come back some point, because then what's the point of the episode, that kind of thing. So I'm kind of curious how they're going to keep coming back. How they're
they're going to come back.
Okay, well that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also Jason Todd, they're going to deal with that eventually, so in a certain way it's kind of cool to see how he was before, to get to know him better as a character, and not just, this character that we never heard of died, you know what I mean? Here you get to see him in episodes and see how he's also kind of, he has his own issues, he has his own Jason Todd issues, which he's always had.
Yeah, so we'll see, you'll see, and like I say, you'll get to see more of Bruce next season too. Like actual Bruce. So yeah, because you're allowed to see Bruce, you just can't see Batman in full, same with Joker, and you're gonna see Joker later too. Well, we already saw part of Joker. You're gonna see a Joker again, but just from the back, from far away. You see the green hair,
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, that's basically it. It's a good show. It's also interesting that our good buddy Ricky Rocks also somehow discovered the show a couple of weeks ago or whatever. So he's been talking very, very highly, very positive about it and all that kind of stuff.
So that's when I say, you know what, let me get you to watch it and get your opinion. So like I said, this is just season 1. We'll see what you think about season 2. And then it was season 3 and up. Because like I said, I saw a few episodes of season 3, but not all of it. I didn't see any of season 4. So that will be a new for me.
Yeah. And yeah, I like the show. It's an interesting show. Like I said, a lot of stuff you have to kind of push back because I don't think Robin ever had. I mean, I think Robin just got kind of fed up with being with Batman in the comics, but he never had. I mean, Dick Grayson's like the most jovial character.
In the comics, Dick Grayson seemed to have a thing where he got tired of being a Batman shadow and just wanted to stand out on his own. It seemed like every version I've ever come across with him, that seemed to have always been the case.
Yeah.
Even in the 2003 Titan series, it was like that.
Yeah. But here it's more like, I'm becoming too dark, I'm becoming too violent, and I don't know, it's kind of weird.
I didn't know Batman was like that. I must have missed those. I must have missed that missed that in the movies and other things. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, because it's interesting, because in the comics, I mean, Batman does, get in there, get his hands dirty, we'll say that.
Sometimes.
But he doesn't really negatively influence the people that way, though. Batgirl's not crazy, Jason, okay. But Dick Grayson's not crazy.
Tim Drake's
not crazy. I mean, Damien
Damien the Brat,
but he was like that from before.
Damien the Brat isn't so bad.
Well, I mean, he is, but he was like that before. You know what I mean? He was like that thanks to Rasha Ghul Talia, but not because, you know. But, we'll see how that would work. They would bring him in the later season or whatever. I thought they did, but that'd be interesting how they would work that storyline. But yeah, so anyways, guys, we got enough here, but it is like a review of the whole season. We're not doing episode by episode. That would take forever. But we'll do season 2. We'll get into season 2 as well. Any last things to say to wrap it up?
Maybe instead of going into season 2, maybe we should just wrap up, because since it ended with the cliffhanger, maybe we should review like the whole story arc, as a whole after those couple of episodes in the season 2.
We'll see. I mean, it's kind of good to go to the seasons. We can always,
okay, well, we'll see. Yeah, so like I said, season 2 is where I personally started having a few issues as far as characters went, to the point where I got slightly annoyed. But we'll see if watching it a second time, maybe my opinions will be a little different this time around.
Or see what I think if I have the same, like, whatever.
The same reaction or feeling as I did with it. Because, I did, Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah. Well, guys, this is Margaret Drew signing off with the review Sanctum.
And see you guys later. This is Wendy, also known as Jupi or Jupi-chan, whichever you like. So, see you guys.
Yep, and see you next time, where as always, everything and anything may be reviewed. Catch you later.
Bye.